Okay, good afternoon and welcome to HaMishna. Today we're concluding the 9th parak of Terumos. I want to talk about Mishnah Zayin over here. We learned in previous Mishnahs, Gedulei Truma is Truma Midrabanan, Bedavar Shizar Kala, like wheat and barley, where the seed grows into something else. So therefore it's not the same thing. So therefore Midrabanan, they were gozer. Why were they gozer? So we explained, the Gemara in Shabbos says, because if we said that Gedulei Truma are not true, we're going to hold on to Truma. A lot of times truma becomes tamei, and if it becomes tamei, they hold on to truma tamei, and they might eat it while the betuma, which is an isser. So therefore they said, even if you hold on to it and you try to replant it, it's still going to be truma. So there's no point in holding on to it. It's better just, if it becomes tamei, to burn it tachas havshil, to use it right away. Don't hold on to it. However, this Mishnah teaches us an interesting thing, that even though there are gozer, the Gedulei Truma is considered truma, what grows. However, if the truma was tamei and you did replant it and it grew, so it becomes tahor. The tuma, they weren't gozer tuma. They were gozer that it's truma, but they weren't gozer that it's tuma. The tuma went away. It's something else. According to Rice, it's something else. So therefore, the tuma, they weren't gozer. And then the Mishnah continues. You can't eat it until you yagom. So the Rav says it means you destroy the food. According to the Rambam, all you do is exchange it for something else. You exchange it for something else. So what is the source of this Rambam that you can exchange it for something else and it's okay? So the Mepharshim deal with, and the Gemara, I think in Shabbos talks about, why weren't they gozer tuma also, right? The reason they're not gozer tuma also, there is a reason. The Rab explains at length. But basically, the gzeira on the truma was on the gufa truma. As I explained many times, that the actual physical truma is what belongs to the Kohen. The value of the truma, the domain of the truma, belongs to Hashem. So tuma and tara is not something, it's a spiritual thing. It's not something which relates to the actual physical wheat or barley that we're talking about. It's the shavi, it's the value, because if it's tamei, you can't eat it. It's worth less money. Right? If it's tar, you could eat it, or you could sell it for something that's worth eating. But if it's tamei, you can only burn it tachas tavshilo. So the Rabbanan, when they made a gzeira, they say Gedulei Truma is Truma. They only made it klapi the shelo, the gufa Truma. They didn't make that gzeira the Rabbanan klapi the shavius, the value, the reshuso of the Truma, because that's technically in the reshus of Hashem. And maybe the Rabbanan felt to make a gzeira on something in the reshus of Hashem, they're not going to do that. And that's further supported by this Rambam. The Rambam says that technically, if you replanted Truma and it was tamei and now it's tar, you could be machlef it, switch it with somebody else. So that the right to switch it again, switch something for something else, is the shavis, is the value of the truma, right? When reshuso, to the reshus of Hashem, Hashem wants the person to have the kohen to have the truma, but that reshus, the ability to switch with somebody else, is not in the hands of the kohen. That's like tuma over there. So that's why the Rambam says over here that he can be machlef it, because they weren't gozer gedulei truma when it comes to the shavius, when it comes to the reshuso of truma, which belongs to Hashem. Just like they weren't gozer tuma, they also weren't gozer on the idea of being machlef, switching them for something else, because being switching for something else is totally in the value. It's dependent on the value of the truma, not the actual truma itself. They're not going to make a gzeira on what's reshus Hashem. Hope you enjoyed today's shir. See you in the next parak. See you tomorrow. Bye.